So let's see. Part 2, so the first one was open the class survey and create a pie chart. So, was everyone able to do that?
Yes.
Pie chart's fine, the graph is fine. I ran into trouble later.
So everyone was able to do the pie chart and the bar graph.
Yes.
So here's my two. You can see those. So do we want to move on to the next question if we don't have any problems with that?
Yeah.
So 8, use at least 5 descriptives to describe the data. So this one I wasn't really sure exactly what they were asking, to be honest. So I put, maybe we can each go over one that we put. But I put sophomores are the most frequent, or maybe it was juniors. I don't know.
It's sophomores.
Sophomores.
Yeah.
The pie chart looked like sophomores, but the bar graph looked like juniors.
Let's see. Huh.
By just a hair. Doesn't it? By just a hair?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to look. Mine it looks like a very distinct sophomores.
Yeah.
Oh, really? On your bar graph?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Are you talking about with the most percentage?
Yeah.
Mine looks like juniors.
Second.
32.24%.
So how did you calculate the percentage on there?
For mine, you can see, like, I mean, the pie graph is very obvious. It has the sophomores here, but then when I do my chart, the sophomores still come up quite a bit higher than the juniors. And then when I go to, I don't know if this is going to show this.
Labeled like that?
Does what?
Did yours come up labeled with the numbers?
No, I labeled them.
Okay, how did you do that? Because I could not figure that aspect, the labeling.
Okay. So if you go to your graphs, you go to your dialog and to your bar, and you go to simple, and you'll define it. This one defines by rank, and so you can go ahead and bring that up. So then you come here to the graph, and then you double click on it. And when you double click on it, it brings up this new box, and you go up to elements. And then you'll go to show data labels. And so it already has the count. I'm going to bring the, can you see where I'm bringing the percent up? I don't know if you can see this part here.
I missed that.
When you, once you bring up the percent, you apply it, and it will bring that on there. The one thing that does change with the graphs is when you do what is it called? I'm looking for my notes. The Pareto.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. You would then double click on this, and it brings up another. It brings up another one here.
Is that what you do?
So, huh?
You do descending order with Pareto?
Yeah. So then you would put on the statistic, and then you would type in the descending instead of ascending, and then that rearranges them for you.
Right. I did that. I didn't do the labeling because I couldn't figure that out.
Yeah, it's just with the elements. So you go up to the elements in the show data, and then you just make sure that the count and the percent is up top.
You did what?
you make sure that the count and the percent are placed into the display box. So before, this percent was actually down below here. And so you just click on it and click on the side arrow, the side green arrow, and it brings it to the top. And then you apply it, and it will bring it up.
My computer's stuck.
Yeah, I'll have to play with those graphs for the labeling. The rest seem fine.
Okay.
So I put the proportions of freshmen are low compared to the rest of the class it ranks. What else did you guys put?
I put down the numbers. So sophomore is I just put the count and the percentage for each one of the 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what it was asking descriptors, what that was asking for.
Well, when I put that stuff down, and then I went and looked at the video, and that's pretty much what he did. He just went through and described the 5.
Okay. Just the percentage.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 9. So I have the mean at 7% or 0.07 and the standard deviation at negative 0.0093.
Yes.
I didn't get a negative. What did I do?
Oh, sorry, never mind.
And so you got a negative?
No, sorry, that was...
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sorry. That was, instead of like standard deviation equals this, I had just a dash. And so I thought it was saying negative. No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's positive.
Okay, and then it says to draw a picture or the normal curve in the shaded area. I don't know if you can see my picture right here.
Oh, cute.
Just a little one. I guess I could have shaded it in a little bit better. But then I just put in where it has like the 7% right here in the middle, and then the 0.8% off to the side, and then shaded to the right.
Good.
Do we not do B?
We skipped it.
Sorry, I did skip it.
That's okay. It's a good picture.
So we put the 60, which is the what we're looking for. The, what do you call it? Sample
the p-hat.
P-hat divided by the 750, and you get the 0.08.
Yep.
Awesome.
So D and E were the ones I was a little off on my calculations. So you guys tell me what you guys did. I know it's z-score equals value minus the mean divided by the standard deviation, right?
Mm-hmm. This
convert.
is the one where I got 1.075.
Oh.
Me too. Okay.
But then the answer key says 1.073.
Right. That's why I was confused.
Did you do something wrong?
No, well, that's why I got on and looked at the video, and he did 1.075 as well.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, well, if he got it, I can't figure out how they got the 1.73 unless they rounded when they weren't supposed to. I mean, or unless they took, I mean, because there were more numbers after for the standard deviation, so maybe they used all of those numbers all the way out.
Maybe so. Yeah,
That's the only
that's
thing
what
I could
I
think
was
of.
kind of confused on.
It could be at
Because I got the 1.075 also.
And that will change your area for E.
Yeah.
So if you use
So
the
the
one,
area I got 0.1412
that's what I got.
or 0.141, I guess, if we rounded.
And if you use the z-score in the answer key, the 1.073, then you'll get 0.1416.
Right.
So that changes that'll change that area number. But I just kept the 0.1412 because that went with what the video explained as well.
And your z-score. Okay. Those are what I got. That was just the one I was like, wait, I'm not getting what the answer key's telling me. But I knew I was doing it correctly, so.
Yeah. Nothing else is more frustrating.
That's what you guys know. So I guess the last problem then, interpret the area. So area, there's a 0.1412 chance that more than 60 users in the survey only use cell phones.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Think we're ready?
I think we're ready.
I think. Maybe I got this.
I feel pretty confident. When you guys feel confident.
Let's see.
Okay. Are we opening
So you
it up?
guys were totally frozen. You guys were frozen for a minute. Is everyone good? Do we need?
Yeah.
Are we
Yeah.
good to go? Are we ready to take the quiz?
Yeah, I think
Yeah. 17 questions in the quiz. So. Huh. Okay.
So number 3, would that be B? Each slice represents a category, and the area of each slice represents the proportion of the total occupied by the category.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's almost word for word what was in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so 4, how are bar charts and Pareto charts related?
I would say
I think it's B. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
What did you say?
I said I think it's B. Toss in a coin.
Awesome.
Not
So-
C as in yes, C as in the letter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Si, senor. Okay. So 5, we
Wait, what did
conclude.
you put for 4?
Huh? C.
Okay. I thought.
Sorry, I was being sarcastic.
You keep blanking it out, so I'm sorry. I only hear parts of it, so I'm sorry.
I know.
Okay, so 5 says we conclude that p hat is normally distributed of if NP is greater or less than 10 and N times 1 minus P is greater or less than 10. Is P the true proportion or the sample proportion?
It's a true proportion, huh?
Right?
I was just looking that up real quick.
That's what I thought. Yes, it's true proportion.
True proportion?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Because I think P hot is the sample.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to.
And
What is
then N is the sample size.
Yes.
Number of candidates.
Yeah.
okay? And then
Okay.
I thought Minette was talking, but sometimes it like comes across really faint in my headphones. It's like, wait a sec.
Like I hear someone calling.
Mhm.
Okay, so 7. If P equals 1/4, what is the smallest n that satisfies the requirement?
1 divided by
This is Can I grab this?
So
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to. Do you guys know how to calculate that?
So is it
1 divided by 4.
what?
Is it 1 divided by 4?
So what it ends up being is 0.25. So 0.25 times the sample needs to be equal or greater than 10. So I'm
Okay,
just
that's
playing
what I
with some
thought. So it's
numbers.
40.
Ooh. Oh, that makes sense. But does that work for the n times 1 minus p?
I would think so.
So let's see. Oh, it would. You're right.
Okay, wait, hold on. Could you do that? N times 1 minus P. So we put the 0.25 for the N.
0.2. Got it. Nice. That would be correct.
Okay, can you explain how you got that, though?
If you take, well, actually, why don't you go ahead and explain it, Karina?
So,
I understand how you got
to
it.
be
I'm
greater
trying
than
to.
10, then it would have the lower half of the number would have to be 40 because then 1 would be 10. So that was more just like I looked at the number and I was able to think about it. But you could like test for it like with 0.25 if you times it by a few numbers. I don't really know what that was me just looking at it and knowing what it would be because it's an easy number. I just
That was really
times
good.
it by 10.
Okay.
You just times the bottom by 10? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well,
So you divided 4 into 1 to get the 0.25. Is that what you did?
No, so if it has to be equal to 10, then I know when I start dividing that this bottom half needed to be 4 times 10 because the top number is 1.
Okay, what is the question again?
I really didn't do it very scientifically. That's the problem.
So if we type the 0.25 in the z-score on the normal probability after it, the area is 0.401, which would be the, did you get 0.40? No?
I don't know.
no.
I didn't do it very scientifically.
Let's see.
Okay, so what is the smallest number that satisfies the requirement?
So 40 is the smallest number because when you times 40 times 0.25, that gives you 10. And when you do it the other formula, it gives you 30, so it
Oh,
satisfies it.
Okay.
But you can't go any smaller than 40 because then you won't get it to equal. It'll be less than 10 for the first number. Awesome. I'm sitting here just running through numbers on my calculator, but eventually
I think I'll have to email the tutor just to verify I know what I'm doing on that one.
Excellent. Excellent.
So use the following information to answer questions 8 and 9. Suppose the number is 24 and p equals 0.4. What is the mean of p hat? So that one we would do.
It's 0.4.
0.4.
It would just.
It would be 0.4. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It just gives us that.
Mhm.
And then the standard deviation, that's what we need to work out.
Yeah, it's 0.4 divided by 24.
And
The standard deviation?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh wait, no, sorry.
Wasn't there a long, big process?
There is.
I don't know.
It's not too long.
But it would be 0.01 is the standard deviation because it would be it'd be 0.4 times 1 minus 0.4 over 24.
Hold on.
Right.
Let me just make sure I work this out correctly. So it's going to be 0.4, and then you're going to have in parentheses 1 minus 0.4 again.
Mm-hmm.
So you do 1 minus 0.4 gives you 0.6.
0.96.
0.6.
For the standard deviation?
I got 0.01.
Wait.
Yeah, 0.01.
1 minus 0.04 equals 0.96 times
You take
0.4 equals.
the one. I took 1 minus the 0.4 times the 0.4 divided by the 24 and got 0.01.
So 0.016.
No, I got 0.01 is what I got.
Yeah.
You didn't.
So you start off, you do 1 minus 0.4 gives you 0.6, and then you times that by the 0.4, and that gives you 0.24 divided by 24 gives you 0.01. Is that what you got, Karina?
0.01. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep, that's what I got. I was doing 0.04 instead of 0.4.
Ah. So then for 10, Brittany's batting average is 0.300. Want to determine the probability she'll get more than 35 hits in her next 100 bats. So n equals 100 and p equals 0.3. What is p hat? And I got 0.35.
How did you get that? Sorry.
So p hat is equal to x divided by n. So x is 35, n is 100.
Oh, I see.
And then the standard deviation is the same formula we just did for number 9, but you put in the new information, and I got 0.002. What you guys got? Or I'll wait a second. Maybe I'm going too fast.
You're fast.
No, you're really fast.
Okay, so let's see. Whoa! I got 0.
Okay, I
What?
got 0.0021.
Right, but then you round to 3 decimal places.
Well, this
So we
says
got
to
the
2
same thing.
decimal place. This says 2.
For number 11?
Oh, wait. Sorry. I didn't put in number 10.
Oh.
Wait, okay,
I'm
so
like, what the?
when you play number 11, I keep getting 0 for some reason on 11. 0.3 times 1 minus 0.3? No?
Divided by,
100.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
So
did.
1 minus 0
1
0.3.
minus
So do that
0.3.
part first, and then times that number by 0.3.
1 minus 0.3?
1 minus 0.3.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was doing.
Okay.
Equals 0.70 times
0.3.
0.3 equals 0.21 divided by
100.
100 equals 0. My calculator messed up?
Yes.
I'm getting 0.002, right?
What do you get?
0.002? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if the rounding thing is still messed up. 0.002?
Yeah, that's what I got. 0.002.
And is the so
Um, I
Yeah,
have a question.
sure.
For the standard deviation, when we did the standard deviation earlier, did we square that?
We did not.
oh
Okay.
yeah, it's squared.
Do we
So
have to?
we need to square it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, get the square root of
The
it.
square root. Yeah, the square root.
So it would be 0.1.
So then,
Wait. The square root of 0.002?
I'm looking at number 9, and then we have to come
Oh.
back and do number 11 as well. But number 9,
Okay.
we wouldn't have worked that out the correct way either. We need to make sure that we square that.
So
Yeah.
this
So
0.01.
0.1.
0.1, you are right. Thanks for catching on.
0.1. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
And then
So then the other one,
0.002.
0.0021 squared gives us 0.458, which we would round up to 0.046.
Yep.
first,
0.046.
yeah.
Perfect.
0.046.
Yes.
Ooh, good count.
0.046.
I kept looking at the squared symbol thinking, huh, that means something. What,
That would have
I'm
been
not
awkward.
doing that. Why am I not doing that?
Okay. So then,
So the z-score is value minus the mean divided by standard deviation.
Yep.
0.3
So
The P
0.046.
I got 1.0869. Let's see,
1.087.
wait.
yeah, 7 to round up.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
So can you just run through the formula really fast because I want to make sure I have this. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So the formula is z equals hat minus p divided by the square root of p times 1 minus p divided by n, correct? No?
It's here.
For
It's right here.
11 or for 12?
12.
So it's z equals p hat minus p divided by the square root of p times 1 minus p divided by n.
Right. So that would
Yep.
be 0.3 minus 0.35 divided by 0.3 times 1 minus 0.3 divided by 100 square root.
Yes, I believe.
Okay. What formula did you guys use?
The z-score formula.
Which isn't it value minus the mean divided by the standard deviation?
It's this one here. Can you see this one here?
I can't see anything.
So
Oh,
it's
my.
p, there you go,
Trying to see if
I
it's.
can't see it.
minus
Oh,
p
man.
over the standard deviation.
Now
I'm
it's
sorry, p hat minus p
p
over the
hat minus
Standard
p.
divided by standard
deviation.
deviation.
Yeah.
Now here's a question.
So sorry, I'll be right back. So sorry.
Okay.
I did not round yet. When I did it twice. The first time I rounded I plugged it in with the 0.046, and that's when I got the 1.087.
Mm-hmm.
If I do not round, if I go with the numbers and do not round yet, then it gives me a 1.091.
I think I'm going to go with the 8.7, and then we'll see if it causes a problem, and if so, we can change it whichever way it goes for the homework. What do you think of
Okay,
that?
so you guys have 3.5 minus 0.3 equals 0.05 divided by 0.046.
Yeah, that's that's
Okay.
one way that we just did
So-
it. I was just talking about how instead of doing the 0.046, I left the numbers in the calculator, which were 0.045825, and that gave me a slightly different number.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm thinking we would use the standard deviation from our answer,
That would be my thought, too.
the 0.046. So then 12 would be 1 point.
It may be one of those things where the answer is just so close that, I mean, we've seen in the past that it's done that.
Yeah. So 1.087.
Yes.
Okay, hold up. Are you guys on number 12? No.
Yeah.
So just use the standard deviation that we got in 11. 0.046.
Mom, can we take me somewhere? Can we take me somewhere? Now she take me on.
So for 11, did you get 0.046?
Yes.
Yeah.
So on the standard.
For what?
the 11, 0.046, right?
Yes. Yes.
For 12, we're using that as a standard deviation to find the z-score, right?
Right.
And so the z-score would be value minus mean divided by standard deviation,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Value would be 0.3 minus 0.35.
I have those switched around.
You have them switched around? Uh-oh.
Because on number 10, it gives us the p-hat, which is 0.35,
Oh, I see.
minus p, which is 0.3, which it gives us right in above that.
Right.
Then divided by the standard deviation, which we just calculated, 0.046.
Okay.
So for 13, did you guys get 0.862?
I got 0.138.
So,
Oh wait, sorry.
oh,
So
Sorry.
what are you
the
guys
z-square.
shading?
The
What are you guys
probability.
shading on that?
since it
I'm
says
to the
at
right.
least 35, yeah, I did everything to the right of
That's what I thought.
1.08.
So I got, yeah, so I got 0.1385.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
You
So
did
it would be
everything to the, oh, my
0.139.
brain did everything to the left. What the? Okay, so help me understand, why would we do, oh, because it's at least not anything below it. I
At,
see. I
at
see.
least 35 hits, yeah.
So
Which would be more than that, right?
0.139, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
At least. Wait a second. If it's at least 35, you're not going over 35. So actually, we would do everything underneath.
No, because it's nothing below 35, right?
So did
Wait,
you,
what is
Well,
it?
it says gets at least 35. So
So
at least it would at least get
So,
30.
then you're not
because,
30.
Yeah,
30
it wouldn't be
going to the
lower than
right.
35.
yeah,
can I ask a
the
question?
very least would be 35. Everything above that is okay.
Did you plug in the negative 6.5 into that probability operand area of 3.515 if it's whatever, E11?
What?
No?
So you put in the 1.087 in the probability
Where'd you get,
applet. That's our z-score we calculated in number 12.
uh-oh.
Is that what you got for the z-score?
No, sorry. Hold on, let me get it.
So at least it would be at least 35 or more, right?
I didn't get the whatever you got for 12. I got negative 6.52 because I did the 0.35 minus 0.3 divided by 0.046. Is that not right?
That's the right formula. So let's see, 0.35 minus 0.3 equals 0.05. And then you divide that by 0.046, and it should equal 1.08695.
Sorry. I got 1.09 because it automatically rounds up, but still, that's
Oh, okay, that's why. So 1.087.
okay. And then you put that in the normal probability.
And then you plug that in, yeah.
I see. And then you shaded everything to the right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going with that, right? Because it's 35 or more, at least 35.
So I got
Yeah.
0.1385.
So 0.139.
Yeah. 0.139.
Is that what you guys put?
Yeah.
39.
Okay.
13.
I'm not sure how to get 15.
Oh, did you do 14 already?
So 14 is the standard deviation. That one we're familiar with. And for that I got 0.011. It's the same problem. We just plug in the numbers and that's what I got. See if you guys got the same thing. What I don't know is how to get p hat.
Let's see.
Well, is
P.
0.50, is that considered p hat?
What do
Getting
you,
less than 0.50?
so then what would that number be? Just 0.50?
Isn't it point? That's what I would say. So 0.50 minus 0.52
Okay.
divided by 0.011.
Let's see. How did you get p hat?
Let's see. Because it's
I don't know. That's what I'm
less
assuming.
than
So it would be, wouldn't p hat be
minus
p times 1 minus p over n square root?
What did you get for the standard deviation?
0.011.
Yeah.
0.5 minus 0.52 equals divided by 0.011. So did you guys get the z-score of negative 1.818?
Okay, hold on. It says if the true proportion of people who support a political candidate is P equals 0.52, and if N equals 2,000 people were surveyed, we want to determine the probability that the results of the survey will suggest the candidate is losing the election or getting less than 50% of the votes. What is the standard deviation of P? Wouldn't that be 0.49?
What do you think? I wish it had been more specific.
When we did the if you go to the textbook, and it was also in the videos, he had said if to determine if a candidate would win, they would need to get at least 50% of the votes, and so he used 0.5 as the p hat.
Oh.
And so if we're looking for a survey that would suggest that the candidate is losing the election or getting less than 50% of the votes, that would be 49% of the votes.
Okay.
So that would mean that p hat would equal 0.49.
Negative 2.727. Right? Yes. Ah! Yes. What do you guys think?
Equals negative 3.
So negative 2.7272.
That's what I get.
Okay, and then when we plug, oops, let me put that in here.
So it would be a negative 2.727, yes.
Can you tell me how you got that? I didn't get that at all. I got 0.01.
What's this?
Okay. So we already know what the standard deviation is, so that's 0.011. So if we anticipate that p hat equals 0.49,
Okay.
and we subtract that from p, which is 0.52, that gives us a negative 0.03. And then we'll divide that by 0.011.
Oh, I see. Okay. I totally did that wrong.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else that p hat would be if
You're
we're
right. No, that totally makes sense. Because then at very most, it would have to be, it couldn't be 50% because that would be a tie. It would have to be at least one down.
Have to
and
be
we're
less
not,
than.
yeah.
We're not working in, it can't be like 49 point something percent. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Let's do 49.999%. Okay.
So then for 16, it would be B, right? Because it's everything below that number.
Mhm.
Okay. So then for 17, did you guys get 0.003?
I got 0.003. Yeah, 32. Yeah.
Okay. So do we want to run through it, make sure we have all the same answers?
17? Is that from the applet?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
So if you
Okay.
input negative 2.727 and shade the left side only,
I shaded the middle and
because
the
we're looking.
Yeah, so it's everything below that negative number.
left. 0.002.
So let's see. Wait.
Okay.
What do you think, Ruth?
Oh,
I'm just looking at 16. I believe that we have the right answer
Okay.
for 17.
what did you for 14?
For 14, we have 0.011.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Now, is z-score, is that by a big Z or a little z? Because I'm like, wait a second.
Do you really think they're trying to? I don't know the difference. I think it would have to just be like whether or not we're going above that or below it. Otherwise, I feel like that's really rude.
So P times Z is less than or greater than. So are you using P there as 0.52?
Yes.
Okay.
Or would no, or that
Times
no, that would be
Z.
the probability.
Okay. So the probability, which is 0.003, less than the Z-score? Is that what it's asking?
That's what I'm wondering.
Well,
Because
it's
then it would be the
P
other one,
times.
wouldn't it?
What the heck? Let's take a gander.
That's Have it used anything else there?
That's so
Okay.
rude.
Okay, so
Okay. Where are you?
the sample size.
Use the Z-score you computed in question.
What probability do you compete?
Ingredient. It's gotta be the way that it is.
So
I don't see anything else.
really almost 0%, right? The probability?
Yeah.
So what are we saying that the Z's
Maybe
represent? What does the big Z and the little z represent?
we have no idea. They haven't informed us.
It's not even, I don't see it anywhere in the book in chapter 16.
I say I'm just gonna go with it.
I'm just going to look really quick. I just want to see the book.
Because I was just looking at the book and there's nothing that says.
When you look at the formula,
Uh-huh.
when you just look at the formula for the Z-score, does it have a small z or a large z?
It has a small one.
Well,
And then there's a large Z when you actually tabularize it.
What do you mean?
I'll just click submit and then tell you whether or not it's wrong.
Don't do that because then we'd be cheating and I'd be like, oh no, go.
I'm kidding. I'm just tired.
You know, when I look at the answer sheet, the answer key, it gives a large Z for the Z-score. But I'm not seeing anything.
I think it's just asking like if we're going above or below, like if we're clicking above or below. But maybe I'm wrong. I'll chance it.
So if you look at 3.3.2 example in the book, I think it's talking about this.
Okay.
So let's see. Now we look up this value using the normal probability. Find the area. Let's see. So even though this can, I mean, it's talking about the political whatever.
It has big P little, but that's P hat.
In the same way we have done normal calculations in the past, the only difference is instead of using the x, it is mean standard deviation. We use p hat, and it's mean standard deviation. Otherwise, they are the same. Maybe that's not what it's saying there.
I have no idea. What do you guys think?
Can we come back to it maybe in a minute?
Well, yeah. Why don't we run through the answers?
Okay. So for number 3 is B, 4 is C, 5 is A, 6 is A, 7 is 40, 8 is 0.4, 9 is 0.1, 10 is 0.35, 11 0.046, 12 1.087, 13 0.139, 14 0.011, 15 negative 2.727.
Oh, I didn't get negative.
Huh?
I didn't get negative.
Oh, yes, it's negative.
Okay.
16, I'm guessing B, who knows? 17 0.003.
Do we not need the 2 on the end? Because we're around, it's just 3, right?
Yeah, round to 3 decimal places.
Are you ready?
I'm
No?
16. I'm just.
Yeah, I have no idea what it wants from us. Because it doesn't have anything that symbolizes that. Like, there's p hat, but there's nothing that shows the 2 z-scores. Maybe the big Z is meant to represent the z-score that would come from 0.52% or 52%. And then the little z is supposed to be the number that we calculated. So then the number.
Then it would be A.
That's true.
Because the z-score or the probability for 0.52 is going to be greater than what we calculated.
That's true. Should we go with A and just see? What do you guys think? I feel like 16 is a superfluous question.
So if you look, go to the book and look at 3.3.1.
Okay.
And down in the where it talks about answer the following questions. I think it's doing kind of the same thing right there. Use the z-score you computed in question 11 to find the probability that the proportion of successes p-hat will be greater than 0.44 if the coin is tossed 25 times. In other words, you find large p-hat greater than 0.44. Is that what it's asking? In place of the, I'm just confused. It's not a z there, but it looks like the same formula.
So we're trying to determine the probability that the results, so z must be the results.
Okay.
C will suggest that the candidate is losing the election, which would then be B. Right?
Half of us could choose A and half could choose B.
We have a 50-50 chance.
I have no idea, you guys. So would you say B?
Well, if it says you want to determine that the probability, and I'm just looking at the wording of the last question in this question. So the question in 16 in the lesson is saying find the probability that the proportion of successes, P, so that's what it's giving us, right after the parenthesis p-hat, it will be greater than 44. And so if we use that same wording,
Big Z is the
probability
score that we just got.
But
That's
it's saying using your z-score, so are we using the z-score of negative 2.727?
So maybe, oh man, I don't know.
Because then it looks like it would be A.
If you look at the wording, and it says we want to determine the probability, that wording stays the same as in, or define the probability. And they're asking for p-hat. We're looking for z, which is the next thing inside the parentheses, that the results of the survey will suggest that the candidate is losing the election, which would then be B. So what would the probability, or what probability did you compute using the applet? When I look at the wording, I feel more confident in B.
Me too.
Okay. I say we go with it then. B. Done.
B. Karina's like, I'm done.
I'm so sick of that.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Kimmery?
Well, I thought you said done, submit, so I submitted, and
Perfect.
I'll tell you that. Well, that's it, but we missed more other.
So we got that one right, but we got 15 and 17 wrong. We're like, thank you for everyone 16, and that's not even our problem.
Okay,
so
I'm submitting.
Maybe it was for 15 and 17, maybe it was the 1 point something that we had before, because we got 1 point something, or I did initially.
Sorry, ladies, I have to go. Thank you for your help, though.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right.
Oh.
Oh well. I'm sick of math today.
Okay, wait, we got 5 wrong?
No, 2.
Oh, I got 5 wrong because I put the wrong thing in.
What? Where?
What?
Where it says P is the true proportion or the sample proportion. I clicked on sample instead of true.
Oh,
Oh.
shoot.
Dang it.
So I
Darn it.
think for 15 and 17, since they are connected. For 15, I
They
initially
are connected,
got
but
a like negative 1.8 something. I think maybe that's what it
when we
was.
used .50
Yeah. So I think that
instead
was,
of 49,
yeah.
that could have
We
been.
second guessed ourselves. That's okay though. I'm okay with it.
Oh,
As
so
long
we
as I'm done.
shouldn't have used 0.49.
Your logic was sound.
Well,
So.
here's
Man.
the thing, we don't know what the answer is. So we don't know if using .50 would have
That's true.
given the right answer either.
That's
You
true.
know, it would have given us a different answer, but we don't know if it's the correct one.
I bet in the homework we'll have an opportunity to do something similar again, and then like we can do it twice if it's not the right way to go.
I can't believe that I didn't. I wasn't looking or listening as we were going through the answers. I was
I've
just
done
kind
the
of.
same thing.
I was like, okay, and then I was trying to just look at those last answers and concentrate on that as you guys were going through it, trying to find an answer, and I thought that I had clicked on the right thing. But we had.
Shoot. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
how did I do that?
Oh, darn it.
Well,
Well,
I guess they can't all be hundreds.
Okay, so just so you know, in the homework, because I already did it, there is a question that's almost like that. And I guess I should have thought about it before. But it does say, what is the probability that poll results will show your candidate will get less than 50% of the vote?
so
Well,
we'll
but
do the
that's,
same thing,
yeah,
but
similar.
0.5 instead of 4.9. Because I guess
Yeah,
they could have
probably
up
so.
to 50, although I don't fully understand that, but I suppose.
Yeah, because I used .5
Maybe
when I
it would
calculated
just be
that.
0.5, and then since we click the bottom half of the applet, that's the difference.
That shows you the negative, or I
That
hadn't
makes
thought
sense.
about that.
Your logic was sound, though. Just
Man, oh, that makes me
It
feel
was
awful.
good.
all right. At least we're done, right?
Well, I guess we can
Yeah,
think
it
about
wasn't,
our project too for
Yeah.
Thursday.
So we can look
yeah, I think on
around
our
and see
project
what's
more and
available at 1.
solidify it on Thursday.
Okay. I'll see you Thursday.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
See ya.
Thanks. See ya.